Hey, welcome to Bonehead Truckers. This is a place we make fun of the dumb stuff we see out here on the road. So if you like this kind of garbage, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button 3 times for Kenworth. We're getting rid of these trucks. Anyway, just sitting there saying, hey, this video is brought to you by TRC Freight. Over here at TRC Freight, we offer our driver partners 88%. Okay, are you getting 88%? Are you owner-operators? If not, why? Do you have control? Well, our partners, they do. They get to pick where they want. They choose their own loads. They can bring their trailers. We have trailers to offer for you guys as well. So, hey, if you're interested, we have medical benefits and all that kind of good stuff. TRCandme.com. Give us a holler. Bonehead Truckers sent you. Okay? All right? Just let them know that. Kenworth just announced... Okay, I wonder how many TRC drivers have a W900. I don't know. But I could say this, that Kenworth just announced, and we knew this was coming when they came out with a 990. They announced that they're officially getting rid of the classic, the W900. Can we get a boo in the crowd? Yeah, that's what I'm sitting there saying. Yeah, it's a horrible thing because it's such a classic, and we hate to see the classics go. The W900 is gone, or will be at the end of the year. The T800 will be gone, and the C500. They're discontinuing that at the end of the year. They say by the end of the, hey, if you want to get them, if you want to get one, put it in an order like now, because at the end of the year they're done. And so they're doing this because of the evolving emissions regulations. Thank you, all you Democrats, for voting for freaking all the tree hugging and all that kind of stuff, right? I mean, it's enough that we have to put death. We're basically cleaning the air. Well, now because of all the regulations, all the standards, it's all going aerodynamic. Of course, it's been like that for so many years, but don't you think that we should have an option? It's like, you know what? I don't care about aerodynamic. I'm a big time bull hauler, all right? I don't care about that. I want this truck right here. Fortunately, there's still going to be some out there, but they're going to be used, and guess what? To get a used W900, especially after this year, good luck. Good luck finding one at a good price, because the resale value of those, the 389s, a lot of the long nose and square hood trucks, they hold their value because people just love those trucks. You don't go out here and sit there and look at a 2002 freaking Freightliner Century and you're sitting there thinking, man, what a beautiful truck that is. I mean, no. I mean, an old W9 or a 379 that's 20 years old, you sit there and you look at those freaking trucks and you're thinking, that's old, but it still looks good, right? Like, I see that in an International 9900, right? I sit there and I see those things. I mean, those things are old, but golly, they're a lot cooler than the freaking LTs that are out there, I think. I'm an international guy, but come on, man. The 9900s are it, man. I mean, I am an international guy. Don't get it twisted. I love Pete's. Pete's are my favorite. Kenworth, here's my thing about Kenworth. They're just narrow. They're just narrow in the cab. And when you're a big old freaking big booty guy like me, all right, I'm just sitting there saying, it's rough. I mean, the Pete's are a little wider, but the Internationals were it, especially those old ones. I'm a big fan. Some of the best trucks I drove were the 9400s, right? I mean, doggone. So what do you guys think is going to happen, though? You think that this is going to be forever? Or do you think that it's one of those gimmicks where it's like, oh, we're going to discontinue it now, but then in the future we're going to bring it back? Like a lot of car people do that. Like Chevy's getting rid of the Camaro. They're getting rid of the Camaro, right? But you know, in 5 or 10 years, they're just going to bring it back with a whole new body style. And they're just, I mean, it's going to be cool. And you're going to get it because of nostalgia. That's the reason why they're getting rid of it. It's all about the money. And it's the same thing with Kenworth. Do you think that, and I could be totally wrong, the sales probably have gone down because, you know, trucking companies like Werner Enterprises used to buy W900s all the time. I mean, when I worked at Werner in 2002, my first truck was a Peterbilt 379. It was red, and it was gorgeous. And I was a rookie, and I didn't know what I did. I bent up the freaking bumper. Yeah, I was a Bonehead Trucker, right? It was just, but Werner used to be that. Werner used to have those big trucks, those 379s and W9s, but they don't do that. They haven't done that in years. I don't know when the last time they've done that. 20 years? I mean, they've just been having aerodynamic dynamic stuff. Not only them, Knight used to have them. I think CR England. I know Swift used to have those big square bodies and stuff, especially W9s, I think. I could be wrong. I do know that they had the Freightliner Classic XLs, you know. But anyway, yeah. So obviously the sales on them have gone down because the big fleets ain't buying them. But people still love those trucks. I think with all the foreigners coming into our country and getting into trucks, they're getting white Volvos. You know what I mean? They're just getting absolutely garbage trucks, right? Oh, I know I offended some Volvo lovers out there. I get it. But hey, for the rest of us that love trucking, that love looking at trucks, it's a sad day to see the W900 go. This is the last year that they're doing it. Be old school drivers. I know when I look at my analytics, I see a lot of freaking old school drivers watch this channel, and I appreciate you guys doing it. And there's a bit of nostalgia, but I will say this: is they're not going anywhere. Just because they're not going to make them anymore doesn't mean they're not going to go anywhere. Because again, people will take a truck, you know, a W9 that's 20 years old, and then they'll go and like rebuild the motor or put a new motor in it and just keep it going, right? So I don't think that, you know, you just won't see new ones out there anymore. And we saw the writing on the wall when the W990, isn't that right? The W990 Kenworth. It was that bigger style, but you know, still kind of aerodynamic and just, I don't know, kind of looked like a poser. Kind of looked like a poser large car to me. I mean, it still has Kenworth, but it's more modern and blah. Modern is great. Okay, I don't mind modern. I'm not one of those guys. Man, back in my day, we didn't have air conditioning. Listen, I love modern, but I also love nostalgia too. Anyway, I figured I'd put this video a little bit of a happier video because, listen, I got more negativity coming your way. You know how it is. I'm passionate about what I believe in. But I could say this is that it'll be a sad day when the W900s aren't made anymore. So get them while you can, I guess. I don't know. Kenworth is not sponsoring this video. But however, Kenworth, if you're watching, if you want to sponsor, I'm broke. I'm broke and I'm hungry.